Hey guys, what's up? Dr. Brown 1 here, aka Vic. I'm going to be doing something different. I said I would do a, what do you call it, a review for The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I thought I'd do something different right now. I'm going to do a my top 5 favorite Spider-Man films. This is my second time trying to do this. My first time the computer messed up. So hopefully I can do this correctly. I was already 11 minutes in and it just died out, but I'm doing my top 5, including the Sam Raimi and the two Mark Webb films. I'm going to do my top 5 to 1. So to get started, let's start off with my number 5 pick, and that is Spider-Man 3, directed by Sam Raimi, starring Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst, Thomas Hayden Church, Bryce Dallas Howard, Topher Grace. Now, I saw this in the IMAX. It was one of my first IMAX films that I've seen, and I liked it. I really enjoyed the experience I had, and but as compared to the other Spider-Man films, this one is a little bit lower, and I have to say something to Rotten Tomatoes. How in the hell did this get a higher score than The Amazing Spider-Man 2? You all must be smoking some kind of crack or something, because that's all I'm going to say. But we'll get to that in a little bit after. But yeah, Spider-Man 3, I'm going to be doing some positives and negatives on each film. And remember, this is my top 5. Yours can be completely different than mine, but this is my top 5. Everybody has their choices, so please do not argue down in the comment section. If you want to do a top 5, do it. Have fun. Be my guest. These are my top 5. And if you agree, that's cool. Write a comment down below. If you don't, then, I don't know, fuck off. Anyway, I'm kidding. But you know what I mean. Anyways, but anyways, a positive side of this, I really dug the, oh yeah, I meant to say there's going to be spoilers in this as well if you haven't seen any of these films. So, first of all my positives about this movie. I thought Thomas Hayden Church was really cool. He looks exactly like the Sandman, which is great. There's also a negative to that, but I'll get to that in a bit. Also, I thought the scenes with J.K. Simmons yet again were hilarious. J.K. Simmons owns that role as Jonah Jameson, and probably one of my favorite characters in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. And also, there is a scene after the dreadful jazz scene where Peter walks out of the jazz club after being in there with Gwen and seeing Mary Jane there as the waitress. There's a scene where it just completely starts raining and you see the black suit Spider-Man up above, perched on the church, which I thought was really cool. Really cool. One thing I liked about this film too was the really cool special. Some good special effects, some were not that good, but this one scene, what was it? I'm having a total mind blank here. I can't believe I'm forgetting this, but whatever. Yeah, I really like that scene, and I like the. I think that's it for this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. But onto the negatives right now, and I got a lot. Like I said, that jazz scene was terrible. The whole. I really wish too that this black suit was all right, but I really wish they went with this classic look. I know there are photos out that show that they were going to use it, but I think it was scrapped last minute. And I really wish they went with this outfit instead of this one. Nothing wrong with this one. It's just my personal preference that I really would have liked to see the more classic look. Also, the scenes that went with the black suit where Peter is in Jameson's office and he just puts his feet up on the desk and he grabs Eddie by the shirt and is like, "You want religion?" Something he goes, "Oh, what does he say? You want forgiveness? Get religion," or something like that. And it was just really cheesy. The other scene with there's one scene where Harry manipulates Gwen, not Gwen, Kirsten Dunst's character Mary Jane into asking Peter to come by to Central Park, I believe, or something, and break up with him, and just the acting by Tobey Maguire is just over the top, and it's just sitting there going, "Are you kidding me? What am I watching here? What is this?" It's just terrible, and the whole Green Goblin, aka Ninja X Game ESPN snowboarder, just didn't cut it for me. But it was an alright movie. It's alright. And like I said before, I don't know how this got a better rating on Rotten Tomatoes than Amazing Spider-Man 2. That just boggles my freaking mind. But anyways, yeah. I still watch it from now and then. I still enjoy it. It's still a fun movie to pop in every once in a while and watch. Or watch it on TV when it's on FX or something. But yeah, that's number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Sam Raimi's original Spider-Man. Starring Tobey Maguire yet again. William Dafoe. Kirsten Dunst, and others, and James Franco. But yeah, some positives on this film is that I really liked the opening. It's really cool. The whole school thing, school stuff. I like the interaction with Peter and Flash, and the when they go on the field trip, and he gets bit by the spider. That's really well done. The whole Uncle Ben stuff. I really like the actor. I forget his name who played Uncle Ben in this. I thought he did a really good job. And, of course, the cameos by Bruce Campbell as the wrestler, announcer, and the great Macho Man Randy Savage in this as well, which was really cool for me. Also, William Dafoe was an awesome Norman Osborn in this. I thought he did really good. And the whole sequence at the end with the glider and the fight, I really enjoyed that. And on to the negatives now. Some scenes kind of dragged on. I absolutely hated that damn Green Goblin costume. I hated that with a passion. I thought it was really cheesy and terrible. Some of the CGI in this looks really bad. Yeah, just what else we got in there? I think that's about it for the negatives. But yeah, just that costume was really terrible. I don't know what they were thinking. But yeah, that's it for that. Coming in at number 3 is Mark Webb's first, The Amazing Spider-Man film. And also, I got to throw something out there for Spider-Man 3 is Gwen Stacy, played by Bryce Dallas Howard. Nowhere comparable to Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. Bryce, you're cool. You're really pretty as Gwen, but no, you were a throwaway. In my opinion, you were a throwaway in that movie. Coming in at number 3, we have Mark Webb's Amazing Spider-Man. Absolutely love this film. Positives is that I really love the tone of it. I love how it's darker. It's more serious. It's more grounded, you can say, to reality, even though, superheroes and stuff. But to me, it was more grounded. And Andrew Garfield just absolutely nails it as Peter Parker / Spider-Man. Sally Field in this was great. Who was Uncle Ben in this? He was really... Martin Sheen, excuse me. Martin Sheen as Uncle Ben in this was another great casting for Uncle Ben. I thought he was really cool. Let's see, Emma Stone. Absolutely beautiful. Love her. I watch her in everything she does. She's one of my favorite actresses. She was amazing as Gwen Stacy, and her and Andrew Garfield are complete... is what makes these movies, because their chemistry on screen is absolutely amazing. No pun intended. But also, Rise Ifans, I believe, played Dr. Curtis Connors, and I thought he was really cool. He did a great job. I liked the look of the lizard. Some people didn't, but it was the more traditional. Mark Webb went with the more traditional, classic lizard look. I wish, a lot of people are wishing that we had the snout one, but you never know. We might see him in later films again, because of course he never ends up dying in this film. He's just sent to Rikers Island, I believe, and later will be transferred to Ravencroft, I believe. And yeah, really liked it, and I thought Dennis Leary was a cool Mr. Stacy in this. Captain Stacy was really good. But on to the negatives. I really wish the lizard actually had this is just the little fan in me from watching the old 90s cartoon, but I really wish he did have the snout. And I wish that he kept the Oscorp jacket lab coat on the whole time. Some of the scenes also dragged on a little bit. Some of the scenes with Kurt Connors in the sewers were a little bit, dragged on. The whole searching for Uncle Ben's killer was kind of dragged down a little bit, but I know it's necessary for the story. And what else should I say? I think that's about it for negatives for this. I know some people will probably have more, but I really enjoyed this film. So yeah, The Amazing Spider-Man is number 3. Coming at number 2 is my second film in the Sam Raimi trilogy, and that is Spider-Man 2, and this is the 2.1 edition. This is the one with the added scenes, and really cool. I really like the stuff in this. And yet again, it stars Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst, and J.K. Simmons, as well as James Franco. And yet again, J.K. Simmons. Absolutely love him in this film. Glad he has more scenes in this one than he did in Spider-Man 3, which was terrible. But yeah, this was one of my favorite sequels to any superhero film. It's just perfect. I love the tone of it. I loved the whole identity crisis of Peter didn't know what he should do. He was struggling. When he didn't become Spider-Man, things were difficult. But when he was, they were even more difficult. So he didn't know what to do, and he finally, goes back to being Spider-Man towards the end of the film, and then Mary Jane finds out who it is, and yada, yada, yada. But Alfred Molina is also a standout in this. He is the perfect Dr. Otto Octavius, and Doc Ock couldn't pick anybody much more perfect in this for that. So, but on to the negatives. Just like I said in previous films, some of the scenes just completely drag on. Also, forgot to say, one more positive is the train scene. The train fight scene in this is probably one of the best superhero fights I've ever seen in any movie. So, yeah. And a little bit more negative, Tobey Maguire yet again. He kind of overreacts to some scenes and cries. That's Tobey for you. But this is why it's my number 2 favorite. So if you haven't seen this one, definitely check it out. It's really, really cool. It's my favorite out of the whole Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. And at number 1 is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Why? Because, this is why, this is just my personal opinion, it had everything that I wanted in a Spider-Man film. I thought the acting was great. I thought the special effects were great. Peter and Gwen, yet again, connecting, made the movie. Dane DeHaan, I'm sorry, James Franco and your Green Goblin, but Dane DeHaan I thought was phenomenal as Harry Osborn. Can't wait to see. That's gross. Can't wait to see him again in Amazing Spider-Man 3 and hopefully it's Sinister 6. But on to some more positives of the film. Jamie Foxx was great as Electro / Max Dillon. I thought he was really cool. Really cool character. A lot of people say he was a throwaway, but I don't believe that. I thought the movie was about Electro, and they were just building up the story with Harry to carry it on to other films. But this was mainly, Max Dillon's movie. So, like I said, Gwen Stacy, Emma Stone was perfect in this again, all the way up to her death at the end at the clock tower with the fight between Spider-Man and the Green Goblin. Absolutely heartbreaking. Just seeing Peter sitting there with her, holding her in his hands. The whole getting the whole thing resolved with Peter's parents was great. To get that all done. Really cool nod with Felicia. Felicity Jones was she's absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to see her in more Spider-Man films. Hopefully, putting on the Black Cat suit. And but yeah, I can't say anything else good about it. It's a really good film. I highly enjoyed it. I know it's getting knocked around by critics, but that's what I have to say to that. You guys enjoy what you like, and don't let anybody tell you else, because you like what you like, and to each their own. And yeah, but Amazing Spider-Man number 2. Go check it out. It's really good. I highly recommend it. Probably one of the best 3D movies I've seen in a while. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, Spider-Man film of all time. well, until Amazing Spider-Man 3 comes out. And I thought everything was handled well. There were a few negatives in there. Some scenes were dragged on a little too long. Some could have been cut. A lot of the scenes from the trailers, some of the dialogue was cut. Would have been cool to see some of that stuff in there. You know, the end when Gwen dies, you see like kind of a shot of Peter screaming, which would have been a little bit more effective. But just little nitpicks here and there about the movie. But overall, I highly enjoyed it, which is why it's my #1 favorite Spider-Man film, beating out even Sam Raimi's number 2. But like I said, we all have our own opinions, and sorry I'm dragging on my video, but yeah, that's my top 5 favorite Spider-Man films. Stay tuned for more videos, guys. I'm going to have a lot more up soon, and thanks for watching. This is Dr. Brown 1, aka Vic. Later.